The continuing row over ography allegations concerning First Minister Damian Green, the first official engagement for Meghan Markle, and the confession by a former key aide to Donald Trump of lying to the FBI dominate Saturday's front pages. Several papers give priority to developments in the furore involving the Prime Minister's de facto deputy and the alleged discovery of thousands of explicit, but legal, images on a computer seized during a controversial raid on his parliamentary office. Most of the papers carry images of Ms. Markle, who on Friday stepped out on official business with husband-to-be Prince Harry for the first time. And several carry the latest from Washington, where former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn admitted lying to the FBI investigators probing Russian meddling in the 2016 election. The Times reports that a rift has opened up in Theresa May's cabinet over what should happen to Mr. Green after a former Scotland Yard detective, who was involved in the 2008 investigation, said there was no doubt whatsoever the then Shadow Minister had amassed the images. Tomorrow's front page: cabinet split over Green after police claims. Tomorrow's papers today: pic.twitter.com or 48HHQF. The Times of London at The Times, December 1, 2017, under the headline "The Minister for." The Daily Mirror reports there are growing calls for Mr. Green to be sacked. Tomorrow's front page: the Minister for Porn. Tomorrow's papers today: https://t.co8 say-2 at 2m pic.twitter.com /walks x7. Daily Mirror at Daily Mirror, December 1, 2017. Meanwhile, the Daily Mail says Conservatives are at war with Scotland Yard and reports that former officers have attempted to oust the First Minister. The Eye reports on claims originally published in the Evening Standard that Mr. Davis has threatened to quit if Mr. Green is fired. The Daily Telegraph also carries a front-page report on Mr. Green, alongside its main coverage of Michael Flynn, a Mr. Trump's former national security advisor, who has admitted lying to the FBI in its investigation into Russian meddling in the 2016 election. The Guardian says Mr. Flynn's announcement that he is cooperating with prosecutors is a startling breakthrough for the investigation into potential collusion between Russia and Mr. Trump's presidential campaign. The Guardian front page, Saturday, 2/12.17. Former Trump aide admits lying to FBI. pic.twitter.com E6 Ubam 84D. The Guardian at Guardian, December 2, 2017. The Financial Times also covers the latest on the Russia links probe, while the paper also has an interview with former Prime Minister David Cameron, who expressed regret he was unable to do more to deal with the huge challenge funding social care for Britain's aging population. Just published front page of the Financial Times UK edition for December 2. https://t.co7@t4xn pic.twitter.com iskahihar4. Financial Times at FT, December 1, 2017. Meghan mania swept Nottingham on Friday, The Sun reports, as Harry and his bride Cobb were greeted by crowds on their first official engagement together. Tomorrow's front page: Meghan mania swept a city yesterday as Prince Harry introduced his bride Cobb to the masses. pic.twitter.com Eok72U8FNR. The Sun at The Sun, December 1, 2017. And the Daily Express reports on a study linking obesity in middle age to an increased risk of dementia in later life. A lethal chemical cloud escaped from an American-owned pesticide factory near Bhopal, India, killing as many as 16,000 people and injuring another 500,000.